famicos.org to find out more information about Famicos. Some events and announcements that are going on in the community. We have the Gateway 105 Farmers Market, which is open for the season. They're open on Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., and they're located at 1322 East 105th Street. Also, with the Gateway 105 Farmers Market, they're going to have a Mother's Day plant sale, and that will be on Friday, May 6th, and then Saturday, May 7th as well. With the Friday, May 6th date, the hours that they'll be open is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Saturday, the May 7th date, it'll be 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And again, that address is 1322 East 105th Street. We're also going to be having a community resource fair on May 12th, and that will be from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at the McDonald's that's on 10411 St. Clair Avenue. And also, a fun and exciting summer event that's going to be coming up. The Glenville Festival Series is going to be happening. We'll have on June 25th, it'll be the Senior Appreciation Day. Then July 30th, we'll have the Glenville Live. And then August 27th, we'll be back to school. There will be more information to come on, you'll want to check back about that on the times and that kind of thing as well. Also, if you're struggling to make ends meet with how the prices have been going up, you can call our Home Ownership Resource Center. They offer free financial coaching, credit repair, or rental assistance as well. And you can visit them online at helpwithhousing.info. And also, Famicos will be offering free Uber rides to anyone who wants to get their COVID-19 vaccine. And this will include the first, second, and also the booster shot as well. And you do not need a smartphone or an Uber app or account to use this service. You can just call 216-510-3019 and someone will help you schedule that ride. And now turning to my guests for the day. On our previous episode, we actually spoke with a Neighbor to Neighbor ambassador about her experiences with Neighbor to Neighbor. And today I'm joined by Neighbor to Neighbor Community Engagement Specialist, Shabrice Murphy, and also another Neighbor to Neighbor ambassador, Jasmine Johnson. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, could we just start out with some introductions? Can you all just give me some background information about you both?
So I've been working in the nonprofit arena for about 15 plus years, mainly in technical training, training people in Microsoft Office, as well as computer repair and networking. I'm new to the community engagement arena. I really wanted to come out in the community and work with different populations, especially seniors. So I've been with Famicos since November, so I'm pretty new to Famicos, but it's been pretty good. I've done a lot of outreach, met a lot of people.
Is that kind of what brought you to Famicos then, wanting to be involved in the community as well, but also like the digital aspect too?
Yes,
yeah.
To be able to combine the two. Because where I worked in the past, I was always waiting on people to come in. But now I can go meet people where they are.
Yeah.
So going out in the community and combining my digital skills is very, very rewarding.
Yeah. And what about you, Jasmine?
Well, I'm a former teacher, so my background is in working with children and specialty in reading.
Okay.
And so I retired, but I decided I want to get back out here and learn more about computers. So I attended a class at Ashbury Computer Center, actually. And I have a grandson that I'm raising, so I need to learn more about his schoolwork and schoolology, getting online, attending Zoom meetings, and all that was relatively new to me. And so I had to brush up on my computer skills, and I discovered, like, it's a whole world of us seniors who need to know more about computers. And I've been able to work with them because I can relate to them, and I can calm them. Sure that I was able to learn, and learning is ageless. You can learn at any age.
I agree, yeah. And did you both grow up in Cleveland then? Or around Cleveland?
Yes, I did. I actually grew up in the Glenville neighborhood.
Okay.
So happy to be back.
Yeah.
I am a tar blotter. Go Tar Blooders.
Me too.
Nice. Yeah.
We're tar blooders.
So it is so exciting. It seems like everybody we meet working in the community, they're from the Glenville area. So yeah, it's good to be back and good to be giving back.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
And
sure
I've
that's great.
always been here, like, my children went to Glenville, and so we're very invested in this community.
Yeah, I'm sure that's great being able to serve the community again, like where you grew up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And for anyone who didn't hear our last episode, can you all just tell us a little bit about what the purpose of Neighbor to Neighbor is and like what it is?
Yeah, so Cleveland is probably number 2 in the nation of least connected cities, meaning people don't have internet, they don't have computer training, they don't have devices. So this program was actually brought here from a project from Detroit.
Okay.
And their program was about evictions and foreclosures. So they brought the model here to Cleveland through Rocket Mortgage, Cleveland Neighborhood Progress, and the Cleveland Foundation, Gun Foundation. And so they funded all of the CDCs to hire engagement specialists who would then hire ambassadors to go out and do door-to-door surveys. So that's what they're doing. We have 3 ambassadors. Jasmine's one of them, who actually goes out in the community, knocks on doors, and asks the questions. Hey, do you have affordable internet? Do you have devices? Do you need training?
Yeah.
And so those surveys are done electronically, and that information is uploaded to Case Western Reserve.
Okay.
And then that data is analyzed, and the findings will drive funding in the problem areas.
Okay. And we talk a lot about digital inclusion. What is digital inclusion?
Well, that's including the underserved. And I, even getting into this field, was surprised to learn that there is a digital divide, and that some of our neighborhoods, because of poverty and racial divides, that we weren't getting the best high-speed internet. And so once I learned that, it's been my position to go out and collect this data so that we can get everybody connected and on the same page. Because what I've learned that some of our seniors and citizens, they pay a lot of money for internet. So I was surprised to find that out, and I like the fact that I'm able to refer them and help them lower their costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just want to make sure that the benefit is available to everybody. Everybody should be included in our digital society. No matter the age, the income,
Yeah.
it should be, like running water. Internet should be in the house just like running water. So that is, the goal of making sure everybody is included in our digital society.
And why is it important to bridge that digital divide? Like, why is digital inclusion so important right now specifically?
Well, I think when COVID-19 hit, it highlighted who doesn't have it and how much we needed it, and how people were not able to get out to their doctor, and they need to be able to communicate with their doctor, and they need to be able to use the internet, and so they need to shop. A lot of people resorted to shopping online. They need to be savvy enough to be able to bank and pay their bills because of not being able to get out like they used to. So that highlighted a great need in our community, especially with seniors as well.
Yeah. And I know, Jasmine, you talked a little bit about this, but why do you think that digital inequities exist, especially in Cleveland, specifically?
Well, what I've been learned that it's designed that way by the companies, and sad to say, back in time when they were redlining with housing, the same thing is existing now with our high-speed internet, and because there was no data to support that this is what's happening, and we have to prove that it is by gathering this data, doing the surveys, so that we can make it more equal for everyone and hold the larger companies accountable for what they're not giving us.
So you're saying that Neighbor to Neighbor helps with data tracking in that regard?
Absolutely, because this was an uncharted territory. There was no data. So we can say all day long, well, we don't have this and we don't have that, but if we're not out talking to the people, finding out for sure that we don't have it, and then educating the people, because a lot of them don't even know that they don't have it.
Right, yes. And did you have anything you wanted to add to that, Shabrice?
No, I think Jasmine hit it on all
Yeah.
the high points. Just shining light on everything that's been going on, and it is a big problem, major problem. It's been going on for years, but like Jasmine said, COVID brought it all to
Yeah.
light when the kids couldn't do their schoolwork online, when seniors couldn't go to the doctor.
Yeah.
It just brought everything to light. So it's definitely important. And the fact that everything is digital now, right? Like we don't have any options anymore. We
Yeah.
have to make sure everybody's included in a digital
Yeah.
society.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And our job now is to make the people feel comfortable using it and knowledgeable enough that they can do it. And many of the seniors I talk to, I just don't want to do it. I asked my daughter to help me. You know, they ask their kids, but sometimes, you know, kids can be impatient, and I'm trying to teach them not to rely on their kids
Yeah.
for them to gain the knowledge. And so Famicos offers free classes, and, you know, it's available to them. All they got to do is take advantage of it.
Yeah. And then Jasmine, this is a specific question for you.
Oh, okay.
Why did you decide to become an ambassador with
Well,
Neighbor
that's
Neighbor?
really interesting because I, like many of the seniors, I was intimidated too
Yeah.
by the digital use, and I was trying to not do it. And then I was forced with having to connect with the school. So that was like the main reason I took the class, so I could connect with the school and hold my grandson accountable for the
Yeah.
work, talk to the teachers. And I'm like, wow, this is not so bad. And so me being a senior, I was able to communicate with the other seniors and reassure them that they can learn and to just relax and that they're smarter than the computer. And I learned that at Ashbury from Miss Davis. You know, she's a great teacher, and I learned a lot there. And then I worked there briefly, and I enjoyed that experience. I enjoyed working with my peers,
Yeah.
and I wanted them to feel comfortable.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's great. And you all did talk a little bit about the computer classes that are offered. Could you kind of talk about what that like involves? Like what is part of the classes? And I know you have tablet classes as well.
Yeah, so we received several grants to provide free training for seniors. And we have the classes once a week at our Famicos building. Right now we're doing it at 2 of our properties. And we train you on the computer or the tablet, laptop, and then you get a tablet once you complete the class.
Okay.
So we have 2 going on right now, and we're trying to make sure we're doing one every week. We're working on doing pop-up computers where we'll actually have events just in the community at rec centers, at churches, community events where we'll do like PowerPoint trainings or Excel trainings, as well as basic computer trainings. So we want to make sure we're doing more. We are looking to open our computer training classes open it up to the community soon. So yeah, by the summertime we'll be doing community classes.
Okay.
And I like the classes because when the students get the tablet, they're excited,
Yeah.
and now they've learned how to use it.
Yeah.
So they don't just have a tablet that they can't use. We've shown them how to use it, and brought in teachers to explain different aspects and to also ease their concerns about cybersecurity, because many people don't do banking because they're concerned about identity theft
Yeah.
and things like that. So we address issues like that as well.
Yeah, that is great. Yeah. And how can someone sign up for one of these classes if they're interested, or if they want to find out when they're happening? How can they find that out as well?
So you can contact me anytime at 216-230-9777, and I can get you scheduled for a class. Like I said, right now it's for seniors, but still call because we're opening up classes for the community soon. Or we're also going to be posting it on our Facebook page and our Instagram account. And we'll be having a page there where you can actually sign up for classes.
Okay.
So that is soon to come.
And then what do you all enjoy most about your jobs?
Well, I enjoy talking. I enjoy talking to the seniors, encouraging them, and connecting with them, and listening to their concerns, and doing my best to give them referrals or help them in any way, or give them Shabrice's number to so they can get some of their concerns, addressed.
And I definitely like, I like teaching people that they can use the computer. I get, I have such joy when at the end they say, I can't believe I can do it now. I thought this was easy. I thought I could never do it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, when you hear people see that and then really start to take advantage of some of the things. So that's probably my most enjoyable part.
Right.
Both those things sound so rewarding too.
Yeah, because many of the people that we served, they didn't have an email account. So we're teaching them about that. Like I said, many people relied on their families and children to do everything. And now they see they can do those things. And so they're excited when they can communicate through Zoom or whatever to their family.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, you did it.
Yeah.
So it's a good feeling for them to be able to accomplish those things.
Yeah. And is Zoom and things like that, are those things that are included in the classes that you all teach them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Definitely. We want to make sure we're exposing them to using my chart
Okay.
and Zoom as well.
How to stay connected.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, what would you say is the most challenging aspect for you all of your jobs?
For me, it's definitely getting people to adopt the internet. Like, I have people every day tell me, I haven't had that for 70 years and I don't need it now. You can't even give them a free computer, free tablet. So, yeah, that's probably one of the most frustrating things when you just can't get through to some people. Some people are just not going to do it.
Right. One of the most frustrating things I've found is when talking to the people that I talk to, some of the concerns they have, not always computer related. I've talked to people in their homes that they don't feel safe. It's high crime. And it was really disheartening when I talked to one lady and she said, I can't even go out. I don't even go out. I see people get shot. There's people getting shot all around. I don't go anywhere unless my son comes and takes me. So she's almost like a prisoner in her home. And that makes me feel sad. And I would like to be able to address those issues, I'm sure, through the political arena or whatever, that people could feel safe once again to come out. And that could help them want to come out to a class or learn more about the digital divide and computers and things like that. And some people have housing concerns. Things are going on with their house. They may need some help. And that's what is good about Famicos. I can refer them to the home repair service or even if they need help paying their rent or mortgage or taxes. I like the fact that we have that all included in our brochure. That even if they need a computer, they can go to like PCs for People, or we can help sign them up for the Affordable Connectivity Plan where they save at least $30 on their internet.
Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. So going back to the community ambassadors, could you talk a little bit about your experience doing that and what that, in case any of our listeners are possibly interested?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I was nervous at first. I didn't know how I was going to talk to people, but it became really natural because I do like to talk to people and I do like to listen. And I do like to help. So I think if you go in with that attitude, like, how can I serve you? What can I do? What are your needs? And then you have this little brochure with all these things. And plus they have, Famicos has a raffle where they're, for participating, because many people will be like, no, I don't want to talk. But then once you get to talking to them and letting them know you're there to help them, to serve them, how can I help meet some of your needs that you may need a computer, you may need home repair, maybe other things you need. And once you come with the helping attitude, it becomes easier.
Yeah. And are there still, Shabrice, opportunities for people to become community ambassadors with Neighbor to Neighbor, or if there are, how do they go about that?
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually seeking an ambassador right now.
Okay.
We have an open position. And again, they can just give me a call at 230-9777, and we can you. And then I invite you into Famicos for a formal interview if it's a good fit.
Great, thank you. And this question's for both of you all. What has been some of the takeaways that you've had from conversations with community members throughout your work with Neighbor to Neighbor?
For me is it helps me guide services that I'm going to provide. A lot of times services come into the community to put a Band-Aid on a problem that they think exists, but going out in the community and actually talking to the people and hearing what the true issues are, what the true needs are from the people, then you know what kind of services to provide. I'm just not randomly saying, let's do this program, let's do that program. We're creating programs that address the needs of the people. One of the things that I'm finding is that there's a new internet subsidy. You get $30 off your internet, and a lot of people don't know about it. It's kind of like the HEAP for internet, but they don't know about it. And then the application process is really long. It has to be done online. So for people that don't have access, so we recently purchased portable computers and scanners, and we're going into the community members' homes now and signing them up. A lot of people are just saying, hey, come in and we'll help you. But because of different barriers, they can't get to the library, they can't get to this. So we're actually doing in-home signing people up for different programs. So that's been very, very good service we're providing.
Yes. And what I found in talking to some of the residents is they've been socially isolated and they're kind of lonely. And so when I offer opportunity to talk, they take it and they talk to me. And I appreciate it because I gather the data and then through a conversational way and still in a way of wanting to serve them and help them. So they do appreciate it. And most of them do talk to me. So
that's good.
I'm grateful for that.
And do you all have any last thoughts or comments that you wanted to share?
I just want to keep stressing the importance of bridging this digital divide. And the digital divide is threefold. We want to make sure people have appropriate devices. A lot of people just rely on their phones for everything, but studies have shown that people need larger screens. So at least at the minimum a tablet, instead of doing everything on your phone. And also training. People need training, affordable internet. So they call that digital divide. It's a three-legged stool: training, devices, and internet. And so that's part of Famicos' goal is to participate in bridging that digital divide.
I'm most happy about the connectivity part, where once the person gets the training, gets the device, gets the internet, then they can explore so many options on programs that they may need help with. Like most everything is you got to apply online, and I'm just happy to be able to offer this opportunity to help them get started, just get started and get the program you need. And it's so much funding out here now for programs to help people, and especially our seniors who have been underserved. So I'm glad the focus is on them, and of course we help everybody, but right now we're trying to include them because they've been so underserved.
Thank you both so much for coming on today. I really appreciated this conversation. I'm sure our viewers have as well. Could you just repeat one more time, Shabrice? I know you repeated it several times here, in case someone missed it.
Yes, again, my name is Shabrice Murphy, and I'm a community engagement specialist with Famicos, and you can reach me at 216-230-9777.
Thank you. And again, with Famicos, if you wanted to contact us, you can call us at 216-791-6476. And you can visit famicos.org for more information. Also, if you wanted more information about the Gateway 105 Farmers Market, you can go to gateway105.com. And then if you have any suggestions for future topics that Famicos can have on the community podcast, you can send those to marketing@famicos.org. And until next time, keep moving and keep healthy.